It's lockdown, baby. You're probably spending all of your time on your device. That is unhealthy. Please, read a book. And if you need help with reading a book, here are some books that I'm going to read during quarantine, and some of my favorite books that you might want to read. Let's go. Let's start with the book I'm currently reading, Live from New York, the story of Saturday Night Live. I am almost finished. I might be finished by the time this is uploaded, but it's super thick. Watch me get a ruler and measure it. I kid you not. See, this is where I am. The text is quite small, so it's like very thick. Look at it. Look how thick it is. That's like 4 centimeters. The 1.5 inches. I think so. It's very good and not really funny. It's very deep. Next is In Paris with You, which is what I have read like one chapter of. It's written in verse, which is, fun. It's a love story. And it's very pretty on the inside. Look at that. Ooh, yeah. I love the cover. They say don't judge a book by its cover, but here I am measuring the sides again. But sometimes a cover is just beautiful. Next is An Absolutely Remarkable Thing by Hank Green. I'm not usually one for the Green brothers. I don't read a lot of YouTuber books, but a friend read the German version of this and said it was really good, so, my hair. So I want to read that next. Next is Iwade on Top, which is a book by Richard Iwade. Look at that. It's signed, because we bought it signed. He didn't sign it for me. It's not very thick. The text is very small. I don't really know what it's about yet, but I'm gonna read it, hopefully. And next book. This is Ramona Blue by Julie Murphy. It is also V thick, with 3 C's. Maybe a Q. I think it's a gay story. My mom said she would recommend it for me, so I'm gonna read it, hopefully. Again, a lot of this is hopefully. Next is Little Weirds by Jenny Slate. I think it's a collection of short stories. My mom got it for me, saying that I'd like it. It looks very intriguing, and I'm very excited to read that. Here I am again, measuring the size of the book, because I don't know why. It's not like that was going to have any significance. Next is the movie musical. I think this is the last one in the pile. It's also very thick, and it's the history of the movie musical. That took me a while. I'm so sorry that you had to listen to that. Again, measuring it for absolutely no reason. Look at that. Beautiful layout. Now with my favorite books. Let's start with My Neighbor Totoro, which I love the film of, and the novel is just really sweet and is basically the story of the film, just, in book form. How predictable. It's just so nice. Next is The Hate You Give by Angie Thomas, which was also made into a film. It is so good. This book made me cry, and then made me overthink everything that I've ever done. I don't know why. Next is Long Way Down. This is another book written in verse. I think it's explicit. It's basically about a guy whose brother gets killed, and he's trying to avenge the killer or something. I haven't read it well. Next is 3 Times Lucky, which is such a good book. It's more of a child's book, but the pages are so nice. I love these American pages where they just cut them roughly. Next is On the Come Up, another book by Angie Thomas. It is also amazing. It is so good. Another one that made me cry. Angie Thomas just has that power where she can make you cry. I'm very excited for the next one. So yeah, I'd recommend that. Next is Scarlett Epstein Hates It Here. It's about a girl who writes fan fiction for a fictional TV show. I haven't read it in a while, but I remember really loving it when I first read it. Next is Things a Bright Girl Can Do. It's about women during the suffrage movement. 1914, you're welcome. I have a thing for women. That one's also gay. Next is Fun Home by Alison Bechdel, which is the last one. It's her life story. It was also made into a musical. Wow. Who predictable. And it's very good and also very gay. Wow, what a lot of books. Who knew? I hope I gave you some inspiration on what to read. I'm the Orange Bunny, and I should probably go finish Life from New York. Goodbye.